Hello and welcome to the Focus on Gaming podcast, episode 107. My name is Duncan.
I'm Tom.
And on today we're going to be talking about various retro games and some consoles and Gamescom and Xbox, because everyone knows I love the Xbox. I'm not a fanboy, but I am the Xbox guy, aren't I? Even though Martin owns one as well. Yeah.
You're still a fanboy.
He's dead again, so yeah.
Oh yeah, he'll reincarnate next week, hopefully.
Well, shall we go straight into Xbox news then?
So yeah,
what I've been playing. We'll
I thought we were going to go for the big news, but
okay. No. We'll do the news in a bit because Game Pass. No, what I've been playing, it has been Game Pass this week.
Yeah,
and it's been a busy week. On PC, there's a few games, but mostly I've been playing a game called Herdling, which
say that again.
Herdling, as in herd of sheep.
Oh.
What? Yes, I get it now. God. Oh, such a dad.
I know.
So well done. No, it's basically it's one of these games that's almost silent, like Inside and Limbo, but it isn't actually silent. There is still noises. But you get, as soon as you start, you get one creature. They're called calicorns, but they're like, I don't know, they're weird goat, yak kind of things with like curly horns that come out.
Yeah.
But you have to herd them, and then you get another one, and then another one, and you end up with up to, as far as I've got, 10 that you're herding, and you direct them, which the mechanics work very well. You have to direct them so they don't get injured. There are spiky things, and there is these birds that whenever you hit their little bone structure things, they come and attack you. And you can actually lose your calicorns, and you can name your calicorns. So, of course, I've got various ones like Noah Smells and Pooh and whatnot. You can never guess who was watching me play the game.
Yeah, I wonder.
It's just various places that you have to guide them through, and then up a mountain, and there's narrow places where they can fall off. And it's just a really relaxing game, even with the risk of losing them. It's quite a relaxing game. The herding mechanic does actually work really well. You get to certain rest points where you have to clean them. You can clean them at other times and feed them, which heals them, basically. It's a really nice game.
It's a bit like humans, but with goats.
Yeah. Imagine, they're quite big for goats, but some of them are small, some of them are big. You are sort of attached to. There's one particular one that you attach to is normally the first one. I think most people have that where they're attached to it. That's probably the name that most people will think about or find the funniest or something. It's relaxing. It's nice, and you can slow them down, you can speed them up or stampede them. You can get them to eat grass that slows you down when you walk, but you can get to eat it as they go past.
Yeah.
When you stampede, there are blue flowers that stampedes them, keeps their energy up for stampeding, and there are red flowers that make you just stampede without stopping, and then there are yellow flowers that occasionally you come to, because whenever they go past like a building, like with electricity or flowers, they can make flowers grow around them. So they have some magical powers. I haven't completed the game yet, but I can imagine it's quite short, because I think I've got a lot of the achievements for the different areas you get to. There's like a city, then a forest, then something else, and then a mountain. And I think there's only about 5 or 6. So I think I might be near to the end. It's just really nice. Yeah.
You have to send me the title on that one, because that sounds quite fun.
Herdling. Herdling. It is one of the most recent Game Pass games. It is available on PC and Xbox. I think full price. Hang on, just look it up on Xbox is only £20.
Okay.
So, but if you've got Game Pass, it's free available on there now.
Mm.
So, what else there was released again? It's a day one release. Is the Rogue Prince of Persia?
Okay.
So it's sort of Prince of Persia, but there's platforming, there's dodging over enemies and attacking them, different types of enemies. It's rogue like or light or whatever, where you go out, you die, you come back and maybe get a bit more powerful, and then you die and you come back and maybe get a bit more powerful and get a bit further. But from what I can see, it's a lot of the same enemies. A lot of meh platforming. It's all right. It doesn't quite feel as natural as if you remember the old Sands of Time Prince of Persia games or the original Prince of Persia. It wants to be as fluid as that, but it isn't.
Okay.
So that, I'll take it or leave it. If you're absolutely desperate for a roguelite, then it will do the job, I think, for a bit. But if you're after that kind of thing, you might as well go with something like Hades 2, which isn't a platformer technically, but no, there are better out there. It looks okay, but again, there was a Prince of Persia, wasn't there, about a year ago?
Yes,
that was like a tough as nails platformer. If I'd more recommend you go for that one, although that isn't a roguelite. So, but that has, that's a much better platformer.
Okay.
So elsewhere, there was some free-to-play games that they gave like extra bonuses for in Game Pass as well. So if you've got Game Pass and you play War Thunder or Enlisted, you can get a load of. I tried War Thunder. Oh god, there's so many stats and everything on the screen when you just get through the tutorials. I got through the tutorial, it was like, oh, that's quite good fun. And I can play ships and I can play tanks as well. Excellent, lovely. And then it came to the home screen. I'm like, what is going on here? There's so many stats. And yes, okay, it's meant to be a simulation, but it isn't. Everybody who wants to play, probably except for the absolute obsessed ones who are top of the leaderboards, all they want to do is get in, shoot some stuff, or fire some stuff from some ships, or fire a tank. Put all these stats and buying different stuff behind a different screen that isn't the start screen. Just have play a different way, and then maybe below that have a little sub menu where you can play different ways, and then have just a little thing at the bottom. All the numbers are here. So for and then an upgrading, because the upgrading, I'm like, what am I upgrading? Okay, so it very clearly tells you what part you're upgrading, but then it's got use this or use this coinage or this, and then it gives you the percentage of this increase. I'm like, just let me upgrade something simply.
They do a lot of that on Call of Duty, like every single thing on the mobile version. I don't really play the console version, but it's constantly buy this crate, do this, pay for that, upgrade to this. You think
it's a free-to-play game. I can understand that they want to survive. They've got to have people spending money, but it's just all the way they make it overly complex.
Yeah, to
spend all your normal money on, and you accidentally spend it in stuff that doesn't really matter. It's like you upgrade this, spend all the money you've made on the last 5 matches that you've played, and you will be 10% of the way to buying a skin, but you've got to pay this in bits to get a new skin. It's like, okay then. Oh, hang on. There's an engine upgrade there. Can I do that? No. You just spent your money on the skin thing. So get rid of stats, free-to-play games, and people. Look at Fortnite. Does Fortnite? Yes, okay. They have basic stats on weapons and such like. Yes, they do. but it certainly isn't, where they make their money. They make their money on the fact that people want skins.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
so
it annoys me that the skins make no difference.
Yep. Well, but equally, when you have pay-to-win games, people get annoyed with that.
Yeah, I do enjoy Fortnite. I think it's quite fun.
I've no problem with Fortnite. It's just full of little triad kiddywinks most of the time.
Yeah.
So I have no time. I still have my my 100% record on PUBG Mobile. PUBG Mobile, I played one game, won it. It's probably his bots as well, so whatever.
Yeah.
And won it. So I've got 100% record, and I'm never going back to that. It's free to play as well. If it's still going, I don't know.
Still going. Yeah, I don't play it though.
So it's been a nice busy week on Game Pass. So also Persona 4 Golden, which I haven't actually played, but people say is very good. There's a couple of game previews on PC, Void Breaker and Blacksmith Master. So yeah, been a busy week. Aliens Fireteam Elite has come back. So I'm still playing Assassin's Creed Mirage, despite my rant the other week. Yeah, it's not as bad as I probably made out with the rant, but it is because it is trying to hark back to the original Assassin's Creed.
Yeah,
but some of the things it's brought in, it's still really annoying, even though I'm nearly the end of the game.
I keep meaning to play the one from Egypt, but I've not got there yet. So
the which one?
The one that's based in Egypt.
Oh, Origins.
Yeah,
it's really good. That really good.
Yeah,
Origins and Odyssey are brilliant, and Black Flag is still the best. With the ships and everything, and all the islands. Yeah, if you want the best, it's that. But Odyssey and Origins are close second. For me.
Yeah, I've played the first couple, but I haven't really played the most recent ones yet. But I would. I'll get there.
Well, the first couple were more structured in how you climbed things. You had to have handholds, and they've sort of gone back to that with Mirage.
Okay.
Whereas Odyssey and Valhalla and Origins, you could just climb anything really. There was very little you couldn't climb. So getting to a viewpoint was just a case of walking up to it, climbing it, and you were at the top.
Yeah.
Whereas Mirage, they've gone a little bit back to the whole, you go that way, it's still pretty easy. So, yeah,
wow,
pretty good. So, yeah, that's what I've been playing.
Cool.
What has been happening in the news then?
Yeah, it's been quite a bit, actually. We've had, obviously, Gamescom, which we'll get onto, but we've had quite a few announcements. So we've got a He-Man game coming, which
that was a Gamescom, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, so that is He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, Dragon Pearl of Destruction, which is a retro-inspired 2D brawler console and PC title it's developed in conjunction with Bitmap Bureau. And it is due for release, I think, in September. But it's very much in line with Turtles Arcade. Remember that one?
Yes, it's quite detailed pixel graphics, but it's sort of the pixel graphics. Four-player Turtles. Is it four-player? I can't actually see.
Turtles was four-player, yeah.
I know Turtles was, but He-Man one, it's definitely two-player, isn't it?
Yeah, there aren't a great deal of details out there. It does look really good. It looks very much like the cartoon. Obviously, the incoming movie as well, which is due out next year, I think. So that will fall in quite nicely. But finally, to have a decent He-Man game will be good. I can't help feeling they ripped off that one I mentioned to you recently online with the where someone had taken the original cartoon artwork and turned it into a scrolling beat art. So it feels like they've ripped that off quite considerably. But the graphics are not as good. So,
well, I'm just trying to see if it is. It's definitely the video has like two players in it. So whether it would be 2 players or 4 players, and I wonder if what was the little magic character? Pardon?
Orko.
Orko.
Yeah, he's in it.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Was that ORCO? ORKO.
ORKO. Yeah.
So yep, that's the one.
Yeah. So
That'd
we've
be
got
cool.
that. We've got Ulysses. This is harping back a bit. If you guys remember,
Ulysses.
Yeah. We'll probably get a strike now on YouTube. But Ulysses 31 cartoon is finally.
I don't think they're going to pick that up as the original, are they?
Yeah, it's
I don't
finally
think my
getting a game.
singing's quite that good.
It's only on the Spectrum, but someone has decided to make the game. It's got a lot of the artwork from the cartoon. Looks quite good, but there's not many details out there at the moment. But I'd like to see a modern take on Ulysses. That'd be quite cool. I'd like to see that released modern day.
I think the person who's making it has said that they're doing it on the Spectrum. It's a Spanish developer, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think they've said they're doing it on the Spectrum because it means that they've had to do all the artwork from scratch.
Mm.
And that's meant that if somebody does go, you can't do that, then they'll go, well, it's all original artwork. And they could just very easily change it to not be Ulysses.
Mm.
But I can't imagine anybody even that owns the IP, because I think it might even be Ulysses was it a Spanish?
Yeah,
Japanese?
I was just trying to remember. It was either Italian or Spanish or something, or French.
It's Japanese French.
Oh, there you go. I was half right. But yeah, it'll be interesting. I mean, I'm not going to buy it. I'm certainly not going to play it, but I'm sure Duncan, with his Spectrum love, will get on that at some stage. Commodore,
Spectrum
obviously,
was the best. Spectrum was the best.
We know that Commodore is back. The brand has been bought by a YouTuber and a collection of original Commodore staff from back in the day, and they've just recently released a new new machine. Not console, and they've announced they've made $2 million worth of profit. So half of which is, or part of which is going back into development of a machine. Some goes to paying off for the finances for the purchase, and the rest goes into other areas. And they're hoping to bring out an Amiga as well. So that's something they're trying to acquire the rights to do that right now. For those that don't know, the rights to Commodore and Amiga are all split off and in different directions, and yeah, so someone's using the Amiga brand as toilet roll.
Yeah, the copyright, the trademarks of various things is such a crappy thing in terms of the end user, because it will mean sometimes that 3 people, just to buy the Commodore Amiga, or to make a Commodore Amiga, you've got to get people who have the copyright to Commodore, people have the copyright to Amiga, people have the copyright to some of the hardware in there might have expired, or they can't manufacture, and it's such a difficult thing. It's what a lot of people do. They're like, "Oh, bring back this," and sometimes the people don't even know who owns it. It's like, we'd love to bring back this, but we can't actually find out who owns it.
Yeah.
But you just know that if they went, okay, we're going to spend $2 million and get this thing to be built and everything, somebody will come out of the woodwork and go, I own that.
And on that note, me and Duncan are endeavouring to buy Ocean Software, but we don't have any money, so someone hand it over for free.
Yeah. If somebody wants to do that, especially if it gets me meetings with Steven Spielberg, and
well, that's it.
That'd be pretty cool. Hey, Steve.
Yeah.
Yo, Steve, I own Ocean Software. Who? Although he's a big gamer, I think
he is. Or was. Yeah. In interesting news, though, we are getting a CD32, Amiga CD32 Mini. This is not official release, but some guys decided to work on an Amiga CD32, which will play original games as well as homebrew and ROMs. And I mean, it looks a bit naff at the moment. It just looks like a RetroPie in a square box with a CD32 on the top. But hopefully we'll see more of that, and it'll be something we can purchase. I'd rather buy the original personally, but it was crap then and probably will be crap now. So
Well, there's a CD32 Mini. Amiga NG.
That's the one. Yeah.
Let's have a look. Okay. Yeah. Oh God! Look at that controller.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll see.
And it's wired.
Yeah. It's a no for me.
I do like the that somebody's putting games that I would like to see on this. But yeah, there's some absolute beasts on there, isn't there? There were Amiga had Lemmings, Monkey Island, Cannon Fodder, Turrican, Zool 2, Sensible Soccer, Elite, Populous, Flashback. They all started on, well, not necessarily started on there, but they were made popular, especially in where the Amiga was popular, obviously, by that machine. So you say that it's not Amiga that own Commodore anymore?
No,
not Commodore that own Amiga.
No.
Oh, okay.
So they're trying to buy the rights for that as well, and hopefully bring it all back under the fold. So who knows? Watch this space.
Okay.
However, we did get some exciting news at Gamescom. So for those of you that may be familiar with the Vectrix, which came out in the 80s, which was Duncan. So essentially, it was how can I describe it? It had a screen with a controller built in, and you could play things like the original Star Wars style type games with the vector graphics, and it had screen overlays which would change it to color. So because it was all black and white, it was a fantastic machine. It was 2-player. And it did 3D as well. You could get a 3D visor that you put on. It would make the games 3D. It was like a switch visor, so the screen would flick left to right really quickly to make it work, a bit like it did on the Master System. And someone has decided to make a mini version, a bit like the Super.
I like how at Gamescom they've got the mini version on a desk with the original version next to it.
Yeah, there's a big difference. Very big difference.
It's probably about an eighth of the size.
Yeah, it does have a HDMI slot, so you can connect it to a TV, which then, in theory, well, actually, none of it is vector graphics, so it's all emulated. And if you put it on a TV,
it's got an AMOLED.
So it's not
screen.
vector.
So it's not. So it's not. The screen's all right.
It's not comparable to the original in any way, shape, or form. However, it's a Vectrix Mini. Hopefully, it will play original carts and homebrew carts. Hopefully, it's got a select.
Well, I'm just looking at it. There doesn't see any. What was it actually like? Big, thick cartridges, or what? What was it? How did it play things?
Atari-sized cartridges, I would say.
Okay, yeah, it does look like there's a opening at the back, but that looks more like a handle.
Yeah.
And then nothing else. No slots for cartridge, I'm afraid.
Fingers crossed there's something that comes up, but hopefully it's got selectable overlays within the software. I know the controllers are wireless, so that's good. So time will tell. I mean, you're looking £300-400 for an original Vectrix nowadays.
I don't know. I'm looking at one now. The cheapest one I can see on eBay is £720.
Wow, that's gone up since the last time I looked.
There's one that's going for 4,000.
People
I'm presuming that's one that's got everything with it or whatever.
Yeah, people
boxed and tested and all this kind of thing. Or they're just scamming.
If you're willing to spend that much on a Vectrix, you're an idiot and you shouldn't be collecting games, as far as I'm concerned.
I mean, if you're a multi-billionaire kind of thing, then whatever.
You're going to be bankrupt.
I mean, there was that guy, wasn't there, who had the setup recently? I think he was in like Abu Dhabi or something, and he had something crazy like 300 consoles connected, like different consoles connected to a PC, a TV.
Yeah.
But it's like people like that. They don't. It's like having your own antique collector person, and they have people that they go, right, I want to buy this, and they will say, there's a rare, I don't know, gold NES that I want. And an expert will go, okay, there's let's say 10 of those in the world. One of them went for $100,000. One of them went for 70,000.
Yeah.
And one is I know somebody who owns one. They will probably let it go for 200,000, and they'll go, okay,
yeah,
because they got more money than sense.
Oh, absolutely. I suppose if you've got the money, why not? But it's not my bag. That's not thrill of the chase, in my opinion. And
that's the thing. If I was somebody who was just going to show these things off, I'd just buy a broken one and go, there you go. There's one on display. Yeah, if you're buying one that's working and everything, surely you'd only do that if you're going to play it.
Yeah, I mean, long gone. Game console minis has ruined retro collecting, in my opinion. But there's nothing like having the original console working with a box. And I'm going to say right now, it really, really pisses me off when I see YouTubers saying, I've got a complete collection of NES games. No, you haven't, you twat. You have got a lot of carts. You have no boxes and no instructions. You're a knob, okay? So don't tell me.
I very much doubt there's anybody who has every single NES game ever created.
There is. There's plenty.
No.
There's quite a few people.
I doubt it.
No, there is. However, they haven't got the boxes, so as I'm concerned, that's
yeah. Well, yeah. So they have the games.
It's not the same.
But then it's I don't own the games that I have in my Steam and Xbox and Android collection.
That's not the same, is it? Because that's a digital collection. If you're going to collect physical games, going back to say the Atari, right through to say PlayStation.
Look, you have the game if you don't have the box.
Yeah, and you can't.
You don't have a good version. I'd agree, but you have the game.
You can't say you've got a complete collection without having the box and the instructions. It's just wrong.
Oh, as a collector, yes, okay, but in terms of having the game, if you've got the cartridge of every single game ever, you've got all the games.
Yeah, but it's not a complete collection. You've just got all the games.
Yeah,
yeah. We have to be clear. It's not a complete collection.
Yeah,
and it really annoys me, and I want to scream at people because they're idiots.
Well, I mean, this is the internet. All you're going to do is tap on the screen. I do not like you.
I might like them. I just think they need to realise they haven't got a complete collection. So, anyway.
Well, we've gone through obviously the biggest announcements at Gamescom. Remind me again, Vectrex Mini.
Yeah.
There's also a little game that was revealed called Call of Duty Black Ops 7.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've heard of that.
No.
It was just a cinematic though, which obviously it's Call of Duty. It looks good, but you'll have to point your gun at things and shoot. It's a Black Ops one, so it'll be nonsensical, the story, and it looks like it's set in 2035, so it will be a bit like Advanced Fighter. Call of Duty Advanced. Was it Advanced Fight? No, Advanced Warfare, which was not very well received. So I think future ones have never done very well, really.
So it's a bit like Halo, but with a different name.
No, I mean like Call of Duty ones when they've gone into the future.
That's what I'm saying. It's a bit like Halo, isn't it? It's a bit futuristic.
Yeah, but Halo, I always find it's weird with Halo because Halo plays differently to Call of Duty. It's not necessarily about the fast pace. It's more about the getting a shot on target. Well, unless you're playing with the what's the pink gun called? Can't remember. Anyway, it homes in on people.
Never played it.
You've never played Halo? Okay.
Well, no, tell her I have played it and I can't do it because I don't have enough fingers.
Yes, you do need lots of fingers. Yes. For those that are listening for the first time, Tom is very handy on one side, but not very handy on the other side.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you are very capable in playing games. So, people can play Mario Kart against you and obviously beat you the first time. But yeah, so there was that announced, Black Ops 7. There was nothing really big that was announced as a sort of new one. There was lots of games that were revealed and shown for the first time, but mostly it was things that we already knew were coming or had been shown off before. The one
New Resident Evil.
Yeah, the one we knew that was coming as well. So they have shown more of that. Again, it was a cinematic. I think that you were able to, people were able to play it at Gamescom, and I think generally it looks like people are looking pleased with it so far. There is
it looks quite good.
Yeah, it looks amazing, and apparently there's a thing or a creature or a person that is chasing you around, like the Nemesis kind of thing. Resident Evil looking good. There was one that was revealed a few months ago at Games Fest or whatever it was, June, called Blood of the Dawnwalker, which I was a bit down on it when it was first revealed because the gameplay didn't look that great. It looked all right, but nothing special. It was Xbox One-ish. But no, the more I see of it, the more it looks like quite an in-depth RPG. It's like vampires and stuff. So Xbox and PC and PlayStation 2026 looks good.
Coming out definitely.
Yeah, one that was interesting. I think that was revealed. I think at Games Fest or the PlayStation at Games Fest is the shooter that's in like dreams. So everything's like a dot, and that looks weird. But I sort of want to see how it plays because it looks like it should be some relaxed, dreamy game, and it's actually a shooter.
I like the look of it though; it's a bit different.
Yeah, trying something different. All they got to do is get the game right.
The one I'm excited about, which I know you're not, is the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. Which contains every version of Mortal Kombat from back in the Super Nintendo Mega Drive days, Game Gear, Game Boy, Arcade, PlayStation, Sega Saturn, and so on, 32X and all the others. I mean, I think it's got some documentary stuff in there and whatever, but I mean, I own it already, but to have everything in one collection sounds good. Depends on the price. So it's not a.
I think we saw. Did we see a price somewhere? It was like £40 or $44 or something.
And that's not too bad.
Which isn't too bad for a new thing with online play and all that kind of thing. Yeah, it's just I'm just like if I wanted to play Mortal Kombat, I'm not the target one. The fact that it's got everything in there and you can play it online and you can find the background, maybe some old documentary style stuff about it. It's quite good for for those that want sort of a museum piece.
And that's what I see it as really. But
I suppose it's for the collectors and for the big fans. Another big-ish sort of news that people might overlook is the fact that the truck simulators, American and Euro are coming to consoles for the first time.
Oh.
So they're another one that are quite relaxing. It should be good. Whether I'll buy it or not, I doubt it, but you never know. I'd probably hope that one of them comes to Game Pass or something like that, because Game Pass does seem to get quite a few of the simulators. And other than that, I don't know. Really, there's nothing really that grabbed me. There's lots of ones that I was like, "Oh, that looks interesting." One that I think has looked interesting, but I don't know how it'll play is Pragmata. It's a shooter, but you have to hack things that you're going to shoot. And it's like a little girl that sits on a robot's or a man's shoulders kind of thing, and they work together to defeat the enemies.
I'm glad you clarified that.
on his shoulders.
Yeah.
And then there's Halloween, the game.
Halloween, yeah.
Now, I think it's by the same people who made Friday the 13th, who that was abandoned pretty quickly because I think there was a problem with the IP, the trademark, or whoever owns Friday the 13th. Yeah, so it's a stealth horror game based on Halloween. So
there's a new Indiana Jones download coming, isn't there?
There's DLC coming. I think it's due in December. So now Indiana Jones, the game that only just without ray tracing works on consoles, doesn't have ray tracing on consoles, is coming to Switch 2.
I know.
And not only that, apparently they could play it, and apparently it runs okay.
Yeah, and do you know what? That's one of the first games I think actually makes me want to get a Switch 2.
Okay.
So.
If they could make a version that didn't require ray tracing and ran all right, then I'll get it on Steam Deck maybe. But I've already played it and completed it anyway. But apparently, those that have a Switch 2, Elden Ring is coming to it, and apparently it plays like dog doo-doo. Apparently, people have said that it's absolutely terrible to play at the moment, and so that is going to need a lot of work, which is quite surprising because they have a version that works on the Steam Deck. The PC version works on the Steam Deck flawlessly, absolutely brilliantly.
Maybe just needs a patch day one or something.
Yeah, I'd say probably they've probably got. I don't think it's out yet. I think that people have played it probably at Gamescom. It will be still being optimized. Yeah.
We also have Silent Hill F coming out. I don't know if that's Silent Hill You're Fucked or something like that. But normally that's the way it works in those games. But
Silent Hill fuck.
Yeah. But Susie Young is Hinako, who's the main character. I'm sure they did like a demo of this some time back, but where it all involved this girl jumping off a building, and
there was a gameplay video of it.
There was a short video of a playable demo though on the PlayStation. I'm sure it was this one. This girl just kills herself on a building, and some guy's getting text messages from her saying, like how sorry she is, and this, that, and the other, and I don't know. But it was very good.
Silent Hill was a very twisted. I mean, there was the Silent Hill one that was on PlayStation. I can't remember what it's called, but it was like a preview thing, wasn't it?
That was it. Yeah.
And then there was the mobile game, which was not great.
We don't need that one.
No, it was a weird sort of choose your own story thing, but then you had to pay to do various choices, and then it was crowd. I don't know. I can't remember, but it wasn't very good. So the one thing that I thought was going to be fully revealed, and sort of was, because they just basically re-announced it and then told everybody the release date, was the ROG Ally Xbox and ROG Ally Xbox X. And what they did was go, it's coming out on October 16th. You can pre-order it soon. And that was it.
Yeah.
No price, which they have blamed on macroeconomics, which I could completely see because of obviously a certain person going, I'm going to put tariffs in if you put and then change his mind every 5 seconds because people think he's an idiot. So I think they're just not announcing the price because they will probably go, it's going to cost a bit more to send to America. So let's see, and then we can charge the same price worldwide. I think what they need to do is go, you've got tariffs, excellent. Here you go. Here's your price. And people in America go, you can't charge us more. Well, that's the tariff you put on us. So yes, we can. Well, you have to pay that. No, we don't.
Yeah. Well, I think
So
we all know it's going
simple.
to be about $8.99 to
Yeah,
adapt.
it's meant to. Yeah, apparently $8.99, so $900 or £800 for
Yeah.
the X version, and $600 or £550 for the non-X version.
Yeah.
Both have a Z2 chip, but one is the Z2 Extreme and the other one is the Z2A, I think it's called. And what the X has got 24 gig RAM, whereas the other one has 16 gig, and the X has 1 terabyte, and the other one has 512 gigabytes. So yeah, you are getting a lot more for your $300. But
Are you going to get one?
I'm still very tempted. And the fact that I could get the lower one and still have something that's probably more powerful than Steam Deck does interest me quite a lot. But equally, I want something that's more future-proof.
Yeah.
But what I think I'm likely to do is wait for it to come out, and then a month later you have Black Friday.
Yeah.
And what's the likelihood that it'll be sort of? I mean, they're not going to take £200 off it or something, but they might go, "Oh, we're going to." I don't know, or throw in an extra thing for it, or take £50 off. And that's if there's enough available, and they'll scout, but we'll see. And apparently in the box, as well as charger and everything, you get a stand that comes with it. So
what?
A stand.
Oh, right, okay.
Which I don't know what kind of stand, whether it's a full sort of like one with HDMI and USB, or whether it's just literally a piece of plastic that holds it. I haven't seen.
No, there we are. On that note, we have also, it's kind of been hinted, or I'm not sure if it was fully announced, but we are seeing Microsoft give up on this generation of consoles.
Well, they have pretty much. They were meant to be doing their own handheld, weren't they? And that's been rumored to be shelved. Which I can see, because at the end of the day, they made this this link up with AMD, which at the end of the day, PlayStation have as well. But so making your own console, you might as well get somebody else to make it with AMD. And just have a say in the the minimum specs, or the standard. So is it the end of Xbox? Absolutely not.
No.
And we've had Sean Layden, who's the former chairman of SIE Worldwide and CEO of Sony Interactive America, and he's said what a lot of people think now. Nobody cares about an extra 5 frames per second or some extra lighting ability or anything like that. What people care about now, especially with the cost of everything, make things smaller and cheaper. Work out, with AMD, with people who making the memory modules and the sound chips and all this kind of thing, and the motherboards and the manufacturers. Okay, how can we make these things cheaper? I want the same thing. I want an Xbox Series X, but I want to be able to make it, instead of making it for $300 and selling it for $450, I want to make it for $200 and sell it for $300.
Yeah, gotta get back to basics.
Yeah, it's like what Nintendo has sort of always done. They've always tried to keep things as cheap as possible, but with their support, it hasn't mattered that it's been underpowered. So, and I completely agree with him. We looked up why he left. He didn't leave under any shadow or anything. So I don't think he's got anything against PlayStation, but I think he's perfectly right in that, especially now that people are moaning about the cost of bread and eggs around the world, then why are people? People aren't going to spend $1,000 for console. Yes, some people will. I'm sure they will. But there were so many people in like gaming dads that are like, oh yeah, 3 years after consoles come out, I'm just about to, upgrade because I've only just been able to afford it. So if people are struggling to have something for leisure, yeah, okay, it's great that they've waited and they've saved up and everything, but then that's
It shouldn't be that.
Whatever it's $600 that somebody could have had towards their rental, their holiday with the family kind of thing. And yes, I am a big gamer and love gaming with my family, so I want to buy these things. But do you know what? If they come out with a new PlayStation or Xbox, this is why I haven't bought a new PC, because a new PC with specs that I would want is easily going to reach at least £1,500 brand new.
Yeah.
And I am not paying £1,500 at the moment for a PC.
No.
That's why I got the Steam Deck, because I was like, hang on, it'll play near enough all my games.
And you can dock it and play it on the big TV as well.
In my hand. And when I got mine, yes, it was £450, but you can get the same one in mine for $360 now.
Yeah.
I
think the generation has to change now. The next generation has to be different. And it has to be different in such a way that we still get the quality of what we have now, but it adds something else to it. Yeah. I think that's where we're at. It has to be like now, but then you have to...
Well, it's like going from the PlayStation 1 to the PS1 and the PlayStation 2 to the PlayStation Slim. When the mid console life refresh was always because they could make it cheaper and they could make it smaller. And now, since the previous generation where we had the PS4 Pro and the Xbox One X, they've been more powerful. It's like we don't want them more powerful. They're already playing the games that we want.
Yeah.
And yes, okay, it's nice to have prettier things and maybe a 0.2 seconds faster and loading something. But it's already playing something at 60 frames per second.
Yeah.
Why not just make that cheaper to make? I don't know. Again, that's oversimplifying it, but
my hot take on this is this: do you remember back in the day when the Super Nintendo did the action pack? Nintendo did the action pack,
which that was like loads of games.
Had the games, the bazooka, and the console, big box. It was pretty cool, but the bazooka was crap. Anyway, I think what we need to see is a dockable machine like the Switch that comes with a VR headset, that comes with the dock, the machine, like the handheld version of the machine, and the controllers, the two controllers, in one unit, in one box. It all comes together so you can play it in any which way you want to play it. It's fully accessible, comes with everything in the core console, and then you can play it on the move, on the TV, on VR, and then you just have to focus on the games. The company then just focuses on the games because all your kit has sold. Then I think it becomes viable at a good price.
I think if you have all of that in one box, I mean, don't get me wrong. If Xbox went, right, we're going to do a special pack now, and it will be $800, but they go, right, you get two controllers, you get a Quest 3S, you get a Series X, and the Quest 3X will connect to your Series X quite easily. So you don't have to cloud play. So you can stream locally, kind of thing.
Yeah.
If you can get that all in one pack, but cheaper than buying it separately, that would work.
Yeah.
I mean, but like PlayStation at the moment, if you want to buy a PlayStation VR 2, even with them reducing the price, you're still paying $900. I think
PlayStation VR 2
came down to $300, I think, or $350.
Yeah, so with the machine, about grand.
Yeah. So
mental.
and that's with them slashing the price of the VR 2. And I know a couple of people who've got the VR 2, but they're people who bought it specifically for like GT7 or something like that, and that's the game that they play. So
I don't think this generation of PSVR is worth it because it's lost too many functions. Can't do 3D movies. It doesn't have a means of playing media in a theater like it does on Quest.
Oh, technologically, it is the most advanced one there is.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. And it can be used on PC, but
it's very basic one on PC, so you might as well not bother. Might as well just buy a Quest 3.
I tried the new Windows 11 add-on for MetaQuest 3, where you could go into Windows 11 and have all the big screens and stuff. It only came out the other day. It's in beta and it's absolutely fantastic. It's a bit confusing when you're trying to, figure out whether you should be using the keyboard and the mouse or the controllers. But you can play Xbox Game Pass on it. You can play PC games, stuff like that, Steam. So that's pretty cool.
So does that link up to your PC, or is that streaming Windows?
It's streaming Windows from your laptop. But you can also, if you've got a business account, you can go straight into Office 365 and use that from there. So yeah, it's quite interesting. So anyway, I digress. So
anyway, well, we've got to our time. We haven't even sort of discussed a couple of things, I think, but we managed to fit quite a lot in today.
Yeah.
Right. So focusongaming.co.uk for all of our episodes and all the links to our Facebook page and whatnot. If you want to contact us, leave us a like or subscribe or ask a question. Probably best to do it on Facebook. So we're old and we don't do the other ones very well.
We don't do Snapchat or TikTok.
No, we don't. Yeah. But anyway, so contact us on there. Ask us a question or tell us that we're talking out our backside. And we will see you next time for episode 108.
And Martin's reincarnation.
Martin coming back to life again. And you come back to life as well. So
I do try occasionally.
Yeah. So. All right. Anyway, on that note,
goodbye.
Bye.